Yeah, so think about it. Growing up, your parents, your grandparents, your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, you hear people talking about olive oil in conversations and how olive oil is good for you. I've heard it my whole life, but I didn't pay any attention to it because how can oil be good for you, right? It's like, I don't know. It just didn't seem very special to me. Well, it's because it's not pure. Those people I had heard it got passed down from generation to generation, and so back in the day, you could buy pure olive oil from the olive orchards, and that this is what it looks like. The hardest thing to see is what is in front of your eyes. You guys all have this. Everybody has this in their kitchen cabinet, but it's been adulterated. It's been stepped on. There's no medicinal value left in it. It's just it's olive oil for marketing purposes to make lots of money. Yeah, so this journey started for Robin and I January 17th of last year, and boy, have we learned a lot about nutrition and about these phytochemicals that are in this first cold press of the olive. These phytochemicals are absolutely amazing, and I'm going to share a little bit about that right now. Okay, so there are these polyphenols in this first press of the olive. One of them is verbascoside. It helps neutralize free radicals to support brain, microbial, metabolic, vascular, inflammatory, and skin health. Then there's another one called oleocanthal. It's shown to modulate key enzymes in support of joint comfort, a healthy inflammatory response, brain function, and cardiovascular health. And then there's oloripine. Oloripine supports healthy blood sugar, microbial balance, weight management, and cardiovascular function. And this is just 3 of many that are inside of this first press, and there's a lot in there. So here's the predicament. So when Gordon Morton first started looking at this, he's our founder. When he first started looking at this, he thought, wow, if there's all this science, like there's a lot of science on this, and this really impacts people's health in such a big way. His family's from Italy, so he gets to hear the scoop. He stays on a olive farm in the summers with his family, so he's hearing all these things about olive oil. And how do you get this first press out to the world? How do you get the strongest, most impactful polyphenols that are in this juice to the world? Because the first press, there's not that much of it to go around. That's why they add canola oil and seed oil, and they press it 10, 15, 20 times. So how do you do that? Well, Gordon figured it out, and we're going to get into that here in a little bit. He figured out how to do it in a big way. So it's actually way more powerful, maybe even 10 times more powerful than the most fresh of the juice. So research links high quality extra virgin olive oil to brain health. In 2016, there was a study done that says extra virgin olive oil is shown to improve cognitive function and reduce beta amyloid accumulation. And I think that may be what causes people to lose their memory, or and that's rough. That's rough. I know I do. Every once in a while I forget, why am I in the kitchen? So I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping that my memory will sharpen up a little bit. So in 2013, there was another study. This study is on cardiovascular support. Cardiovascular is big. And so extra virgin olive oil is linked to 30% lower risk of cardiovascular events. Just in 2013, this is all new science. New science, which is really exciting. That means, like, we're just finding out about this, and we're going to educate the world on what this high phenolic extra virgin olive oil formulation that we have, what it can do for people. So in 2018, there was another study, digestive health. Extra virgin olive oil supports gut health by promoting microbial balance, reducing oxidative stress, and protecting the intestinal lining. Now, my wife has a heck of a story about her gut. Unbelievable what happened for her. And this study, 2018, geez, guys, this is like just recently. Then in 2005, there was a study that came out on inflammation. And inflammation's big right now. Inflammation is a big part of why people are not feeling well. So high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, high in oleocanthal, which is one of the polyphenols, works through similar pathways as ibuprofen, supporting a healthy inflammatory response. Then in 2022, longevity and mortality. Longevity. So extra virgin olive oil is associated with an 8 to 9% lower all-cause mortality. All-cause. Holy smokes. You mean I might be able to live an extra 6 months, an extra month, an extra year? Wow. Holy smokes. Where do I get this, right? So if you go to Google Scholar or any search engine and you type in olive oil and neuropathy, olive oil and cancer, olive oil and heart disease, anything that you're concerned about, if you plug that in, you'll get thousands of studies. Now, if you take the actual polyphenols like oloripine, oleocanthal, verbascoside, and you put that in, and you mention neuropathy, cancer, and so on, boy, the research and the studies are unbelievable. Here's an example. So we went to Google Scholar and we took screenshots, and I highlighted up at the top left in red, olive and neuropathy, 25,800 studies. Olive and pain, 366,000 studies. Olive and stroke, 163,000 studies. Olive and heart disease, 421,000 studies. Olive and longevity, 89,100 studies. Man, it's remarkable. And you go play with it yourself. Just put whatever in there with olive oil, or with oleocanthal, or verbascoside. Do that. And if you're a guest with us tonight, you can get those the names of the polyphenols from the person that invited you here. So what is the Mediterranean secret? What is it about the Mediterranean diet? Why is it that people are healthier in the Mediterranean? And why are there 4 blue zones in the Mediterranean? Why? There's blue zones all over the world, but why 4 in that little area of Italy and Greece? Well, we think we know why. Because in Italy, they consume 14 liters of high quality extra virgin olive oil per year. And in Greece, they consume 20 liters on average of high quality extra virgin olive oil per year. Now, Katia is the cousin of Gordon, lives in Italy, and she was on one of our Zooms, and she actually consumes more than the average. So she was telling us, and she showed us pictures of the store where she buys her olive oil. So, yeah. And then here, we're consuming 1 liter of crappy olive oil. What is crappy olive oil? Go open the cap on your olive oil and smell it. And then you'll know what I mean by crappy. So, here's how we solve this problem, where there's only so much of this incredible, life-giving, life force of a green juice that comes from an olive tree. There's only so much of it to go around. You can't just ship that all and give it to everybody all over the world. So how are you going to do it? Well, you're going to fortify it with the polyphenols from the whole tree. You're going to grab the polyphenols from the seed, from the pulp, and from the leaf, and you're going to fortify it in a package. So now you're working with something that's much stronger than just olive oil. you're working with something that might be, 10 times stronger, maybe even more. We don't know. So what we do is we take the polyphenols from the whole fruit and the leaf and fortify it that way. This is what it looks like. This is what our product looks like. So when you're talking to people or about this, it's not necessarily olive oil. It's the olive tree. It's the olive tree in this little pillow pack, the sachet. It's 4 capsules, 2 gel with the high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. This is the first press of the olive, and it's very high in oleocanthal. And so what they do is they put a little rosemary in there with it to kind of calm it down. The oleocanthal will burn the back of your throat, and so they want it to avoid that in any way. If somebody chewed on the gel cap, they wouldn't have that cough, because you'll cough from it. And so I've had it before without the rosemary, and it's very powerful. So our green cap right there is our proprietary blend of olive leaf extract and olive leaf extract and olive fruit extract. So something about combining the polyphenols makes it even more powerful. We just learned that from Dr. Mendel on our last corporate Zoom. Pretty amazing. He's acting as a consultant for the company now. And then we have another capsule called Rosa. That's a proprietary blend of grapeseed extract. Now this is a very high grade grapeseed extract, and it has lycopene in it, which is the outside skin of the tomato. Now our second product that was just released is a joint and muscle ointment, and it has high quality extra virgin olive oil in it, has the olivectin in it, has mangosteen pericarp and squalene. It's a recovery oil. So anywhere in your body you have any discomfort, you just rub that in. And I'm not going to make any claims. You're just going to have to try it. It's unbelievable how well it works. And I've been doing this. I've been around nutrition for 52 years, and I've never seen anything like this. Nothing. It's pretty amazing. Now, our next product to come out in the next couple months is called Viso Lux. It's our anti-aging serum. My wife Robin thinks this is going to be our #1 seller. I don't know how, because we've had so many great experiences. People are having such great experience with the products that we have right now. It's hard to imagine that this could be the #1 seller, but it could be pretty amazing. So again, we're not going to make any claims, but you're going to be looking at your fine lines when you start using this. Not making any claims, but I think we're going to all be very excited about having this product to share with people.
We'd love to hear what your experience has been over the past few days. Share a bit about